Hello everybody, this is Mateo and we get to play Detective on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. So yeah, we recently came, and by recently I mean last video, we recently came to Cerulean City in the search of a thief. But we're gonna do things a little out of order, such as going past this Nugget Bridge, which is no longer the Nugget Bridge because they don't have the 5 trainers there anymore. There's a potion right there, if you really need it. I don't. However, in this area in Pokemon Yellow, as I must now show, me walking all the way past there, luckily I already fought all 5 of the trainers on the Nugget Bridge, but in that same area, once I eventually get there, you will find special Pokemon. And if you've been noticing the pattern that we've been following with this, it's kind of interesting. You will probably guess what it is, or if you played Pokemon Yellow, that would also help you guess what it is. But anyway, I'm not good at raising Pokemon. I'll release my Charmander. Well, I'll take care of it instead. So you got the Charmander, and no, I will not give it a nickname. So let's check out its stats. Right there at the bottom, Charmander. He's a fire type, he looks mad, ready to battle, my dog is barking. And yeah, there's Charmander. And now that we've done that, we'll trade him over once we get back to Cerulean, but until then, we have to beat these 6 trainers to get a fabulous prize. They basically moved the Nugget Bridge over to the right some, on the actual land. Either way, bunch of easy trainers, so just gotta defeat them all to get past here though. And what you're actually supposed to do, if I have this right, is that you're supposed to go into the gym first. But ever since I played Fire Red, I've always gone to Bill's house first. So I just did that because it was what I always do, even if this is a different game. I just went by nature. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I need to come up with my own one of those. I don't know. Anyways, this is a normal type trainer with Wigglytuff and Granbull. Level 35-ish, around there. I think Wigglytuff was actually level 30, so not all too powerful still. We still have them beat. Yeah. This guy won't block your path, thank God. I'm number 3, I won't be so easy. Okay then, guy. Anyways, Joe, he has a Tangela. That's... no, never mind, that's not interesting. Especially since it doesn't evolve in this generation. To Tangrowth, although it did survive that attack, so maybe a little bit. Nah, my nose. Either way, and Vaporeon, that's pretty interesting. The evolutions are automatically interesting to me, even if they do die in one hit. I just like the evolutions. Yeah. So I'm just gonna talk about random stuff now, somewhat related to Pokemon. I've gotten back into the Pokemon trading card game, and by that I mean I've playing the Game Boy Color game, or the old Game Boy, whichever it is, but I'm playing the original video game for it, and I really think that they need to make a sequel for it with all the new cards and stuff, and for the DS and stuff, maybe online play, maybe, I don't know, but just make a new Pokemon trading card game. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Comes out with one every single year. Pokemon just had that one, and that was it. So I have no idea, like, if they have any plans on that, but I really hope they do. What else? I recently got a Magnezone keychain in the Pokeball thing, and it's now in my backpack. If you don't know, Magnezone is the evolved form of Magneton, which is one of my favorite Pokemon in the first generation, so I really like Magnezone as well. Although not as much. He's pretty cool, but not as much as Magneton is. Magneton, which is why I'm using Magneton over here. That's why he's a part of my team. Plus, doing this run allowed me to gain some respect for him, because before I'd much rather have Electabuzz or Zapdos, but I wasn't going to use any legendaries, so Zapdos is out. Plus, I wasn't going to use any Pokemon that I couldn't get in Crystal, so again, Zapdos was out. That's how it works. Okay, she's the very last one, so we're almost done with this. And this gauntlet that isn't really that difficult. Paris, oh no! It's level 29. Oh no. Yeah, whatever. I'm a grumble. An angry face. Angry face! You all suck at this game. Angry face. Seriously, you'd think that they would have upped the abilities of the trainers a bit for Kanto. No, they have not. I'm like double their level again. Nothing has changed. Well, near double. I'm still way ahead of them. Sure, I'm the champion, but I think that the people in Kanto have been standing there for 3 years. You think they wouldn't have trained some on roaming Pokemon that are invisible to everybody? Bleh, excuse me. But hooray. And that's the last one. Now I'm guessing you give me my prize? Well, after I stand next to you, of course. Moo-foo-foo-foo. Who laughs like that, sir? Apparently you do, sir. Oh, great. Now there's 7. We have to battle him, too. He's some super nerd Pat with the Porygon. Porygon's kind of interesting. It's a gimmicky Pokemon, but whatever. Still goes down in 1. No, it doesn't. It goes down in 2 hits. Try attack very little, because Steel is resistant to pretty much everything. Now it's down. And that's it. So, give me my prize. No. How would I be tired? I've been having my Pokemon do all the battling. Oh, okay. Now you give me my prize. Took on one more battle than expected. That guy wasn't supposed to be there. Oh, great. Now I have to battle you. That's awesome. What do you have, sir? I think, if I remember right, you have some... No, you don't. Never mind. Well, they're pretty powerful, actually. That's awesome. So, yeah, we battled one more person than necessary, and then this guy, too. So we're battling 2 more people than necessary. I better get a gold crown for this that I can sell for 20 million Poké-Dollars. Too bad that item hasn't been created yet. I'm still hopeful. Wartortle, that's pretty cool. Anybody who has a starter Pokemon is pretty cool in my book. Or any of the starter Pokemon that are being used is pretty cool. They're interesting even though they die in 1 hit. Faint. Okay, great. He has Wartortle and Charmeleon, but then he has Rhyhorn that breaks up the whole... what's the word? Whatchamacallit? The whole theme. He could have had Ivysaur instead of Rhyhorn, and I would be really happy. But he doesn't, so I'm not as happy. Yeah, we're outstanding. We can cut this tree to get some sort of item. We can't do the old make the guy move trick to get it earlier, if you remember that in Pokemon Fire Red, at least. It's a protein, though, and those are useless. Now, normally, our gym leader would be here, because even in Kanto, the people cannot stay in their gym. But yeah, she'd be there, but we have to go find that thief first. Now this guy is asking for a Pokemon with a big tongue, and if you show him that, he will give you an Everstone. He's talking about Lickitung, by the way. And then he will ask for different Pokemon, and he will give you different evolutionary stones. I'll do that eventually. Soon-ish. Later on. How many ways can I say not now? That's one. Either way, back here in Cerulean, another reason that I like crystals, those banners that tell you what town you're in or what route you're in. Okay, in the Pokemon Center, we can trade over that Charmander that we got a little while ago, towards the beginning of this video. So, hooray for that. And now we can train him up. At level 16, just like all the other starters, he will evolve into Charmeleon, which we saw just not too long ago, when we fought that one guy that disappointed me with his Rhyhorn. Sounds vulgar. Okay. So was that voice crack. Whatever. Charmeleon evolves at level 36 into Charizard. It's fire flying, so it loses its ground weakness, but it gains a rock weakness. And a lightning weakness. I refuse to call it thunder, because thunder is just a bunch of noise. Just like me! And he also learns Wing Attack, which is an okay-ish flying type move. And Scratch is just plain weak, so there we go. Charizard learned Wing Attack! Yeah! It's nighttime now for some reason, maybe because the timing just works like that. And here's our thief guy. And he ran into me. I don't know why, and don't be offended by this, but I imagine this guy with a Russian accent. Don't be offended, please. Just the way that he talks, and the fact that the villains usually are Russian. In movies, at least. I mean, Iron Man 2, there you go. There's your example. Ivan. Whatever his name was. And there was that guy from Green Hornet, he was Russian. Bloodnovsky or Chodnovsky. You don't find me scary. And he pulls out a double gun. I almost walked past you, guy. Team Rocket. Team Rocket is done, sir. No more. There's no Team Rocket. And since this is a required battle, we fight him for real. And he only has one Pokemon that happens to be weak to the Pokemon I'm putting out first, which is Magneton. So Thundershock and he will be down, and then he will realize his mistake, and I will get my machine part back for the power plant. And then I will power up the Magnet Train so I could go on that. So I can go back to Johto, and I can get my radio card for Kanto. So very much relies on the success of this side quest. And this really isn't, this is kind of required, at least fighting this guy, because Misty won't appear at the lake until you beat him, which I had shown that she isn't there. Bye bye a go-go. That kind of reminds me of Beautiful Joe. Head to the no-go. Or whatever. Either way, we already battled these guys at least, but now we can go find Misty. So let's go do that. It's nighttime though. I wonder what she'd be doing at nighttime here. Well, let's just go find. Here she is. She has a heart, and then he runs away, and it's nighttime, and okay. Oh, I'm so sorry for being a pest. And my badges get all the ladies, cause that completely takes her mind off of the guy. She's impressed by my badges. But what were you doing, Misty? It's like 10 o'clock right now. Outside, by the lake, with some guy, and you had the heart above your face. Oh God. Oh, my memories of the anime were just ruined. Oh, at least the old animes. My memories of May and Dawn stay intact. Not so much Dawn, because I stopped watching then. Wow, okay. My entire soul just shattered. Thank you, Misty. Thank you. So yeah. I'm just gonna surf in this water, and the machine part is right there. So you have to search the water, facing the top left corner. And now I think we're gonna battle the trainers here. Your elegant swimming. I'm gonna be focused on the Pokemon here. I have Misty. My badge is a tractor, like Magneton's magnetism. I have no idea. Taking a joke too far and then eventually ruining it. I've got a million of them, including that one. Well, anyways, Magneton is now level 56, so that should be helpful in this gym battle. Oh yeah, calmly. And now we're gonna fight this guy, because I'm still gonna show every single trainer in the gym. Just not out on the field so much. There's been a lot of fighting in this episode. I mean, the Nugget Bridge technically moved. Coughing. Coughing is a Pokemon. Okay. Well then. I've completely weirded myself out now. Maybe one day my cough will evolve into wheeze. That would probably be bad, and I'd probably need to go to the hospital then. Because seriously, if I'm getting winded by talking for 15 plus minutes, yeah, I might want to go to the doctor or something. This is the things that I think about when I am bored. By the way, I am bored in my own video. Oh well. Diana won Pokemon Golduck. Okay, we fought one of these recently. Very recently, last part actually. and level 37, so it's slightly better. At least the gym trainers have somewhat okay Pokemon. And the gym leaders actually have Pokemon that are up to par to mine. But we will have to fight Misty in the next part. So, see you then.